Hey everybody, it's Angela, and I just have an altered box to share. And this box was one I started for a challenge, an online challenge by Olga, and she's MissAnyona's here on YouTube. And I missed the deadline for the challenge, but it wasn't so much about, being in the drawing or anything like that. It was about the challenge itself and being able to meet the criteria and kind of getting me in my scrap room making something that I might not otherwise make. And part of her challenge was to use the color green. You had to have at least one white flower on your project, a butterfly, and it had to be something that you were making for a woman in your life. And so when she said the color green, I knew immediately I was going to make it for my mom, because my mom has always loved the color green, and in all its forms. So, and she also loves that white china with the little like violas and stuff on it, so I knew she would just love this. So anyhow, I started out by painting the whole thing green, and I had bought these two boxes. This is what it looked like originally, and I bought them. They were like 99 cents a piece at Michael's, and I started by painting the whole thing. And I didn't really have a green paint that I liked. All I had was this apple green. And I found this bottle of shimmering fabric color. And it's really old, guys. It's like, it was before, I've had this since before I got married. So this has got to be at least 8 years old, if not older. And it was a little chunky, but I mixed it with this and hoped for the best, and painted the whole thing. However, it has a weird feel to it. It's almost plasticky or something, and I loved the color that it turned out, but I didn't like the texture. And so I wound up pulling from my supplies, and I pulled out this beautiful pansy paper that I've kind of been hoarding. And I got this from hot off the press about a year ago, and it's got these beautiful illustrations and stuff on it. I mean, it's just gorgeous. They have this big print, and then this smaller one, and a sticker sheet that comes with it. And so I went ahead and used that, and I did around the whole outside of the box, and a 12 by 12 sheet wouldn't go all the way around, so there is a small seam right here, but I kind of tried to match these flowers so you wouldn't really notice it. And then I covered the top of the box, and I covered over this design just because the paint and stuff, I just did not like the way it looked. So, if you don't like it, just cover it up. So I wound up taking this piece and covering it and gluing it on top of that piece, like that. And so after I did that, my edge wasn't perfect, so I used this rhinestone trim to kind of hide the unevenness between these two pieces. And then because my glue job wasn't very good on this trim, I wound up going just around the inside with some stickles. And it really looks good. I'm surprised. So if you don't like the way something looks, just keep going with it and keep changing it until you find something you like. So anyhow, I did that. And then the two bows on top, this lace I got from Olga. Thank you, Olga. It's this really soft white trim. And then I put a crepe ribbon on top of that. This, in the center of the bow, I put a little resin flower that was off a Recollection spray. And some of the beads from that same spray, there's one here, and there's one kind of just under this stick pin. And then the flowers are all from Wild Orchid Craft, except for the white flower, and that's from Saw Crafters. And then I just have some of the little tiny rosebuds, and there's a few over here and one over here. And then the stick pin I got from hot off the press. It was in one of my kits, and it kind of has impaled this little paper butterfly on here, so he just kind of flutters around. And then there's a little birdie on here that I got from Olga. And I just put that on the side, and so that's the top of the box. And I did put a little bit of stickles on the flowers. So that's the top. And then the inside, you can still see the scroll work, so that's good. I left that uncovered, and then you can see some of that patterned paper behind. And then on the interior of the box, I painted it white, and then I spritzed it with a little bit of this purple pansy glimmer mist. And then off the sticker sheet, I took this border sticker, and it just says, "Cherish the little things, for they are usually the big things." And it didn't quite go all the way around, so I did kind of fill in with some floral sticker there. And so that is what the inside looks like. And I really love how it turned out. I think Mom's going to love it because, I mean, this is just so her with these pansies and the green and all the flowers and stuff. And so thank you so much, Olga, for having this challenge. I know my mom is going to love it. And if you have any questions or anything, just leave me a comment below. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.